Today, and completely on topic, we're actually doing a money activation. So I thought it'd be a cool pre-frame, because there's an opportunity. We're talking about money. This year, that thread has been sort of ongoing since then as well. However, this year, there's been a massive focus actually on the silver ray and the silver energies. So the process that we're doing today is around money. The spin that we're putting on today's one is more about clearing all the money flows and bringing them through the silver ray of transcendence. The silver ray comes through the 11th dimensional frequency, and it's a beautiful energy. I think we have done maybe one activation a few months ago on it, but then we haven't really talked about it since. So just to do a bit of a recap, and especially for the new people as well, the silver energy comes through the 11th dimension, and it has a very specific I guess a way that I connect to it. And when I first connected to this energy, this was one of those energies that I actually really struggled with. I couldn't really pick this frequency. When I first connected with the 11th dimension frequency, I was like, what is this? It was just like sort of dark. Like I couldn't really see the frequency. I couldn't really tune into it. And the way that this particular frequency came in for me, and it could be different for everyone, is it sounded like a bit of a chiming energy. So almost like the sound of, if you can imagine Tinkerbell sprinkling fairy dust all over your life, like that's the kind of sound that I get from this energy. So today I really want to take you guys through an activation where we connect in with the silver ray, and then we're going to take that energy out into all of our money flow. And when I speak about money flow, what I mean is, there's always money that's coming in and there's always money that's going out. So the money comes through you. If you think about the money as an energy, the money comes through you and then you direct where the energy wants to go. So for example, you could choose to purchase food. You could choose to purchase a program. You could choose to purchase clothing, whatever it is that you choose, that is how you're directing that energy. The other thing that I just want to remind, and I've said this a few times in this program, is this idea that if you think about money as a token of choice, right? If you actually, who here's been to Grilled? The burger shop, and then when you buy the burgers, they give you the token, and then you choose the token in where you want to go. Yeah, and then you can choose like whatever charity, whatever. I think about it like that, which is like I love Grilled. I love Grilled too. It's like the best. And Betty's Burgers. But anyway, side note, when you go to Grilled, they give you a token and you get 3 choices of charities, and it's your choice where you want that money to go. And then whoever has the most amount of tokens, that's where they give that month's charity fund to. Now, I think about all money as a token of choice. So if I spend $1 at a company, I like to think that where I'm spending that money is going towards a cause that I actually care about. And this is why I'm very, very mindful of what companies am I buying from? What am I investing in? Where is my money actually going? Because say, for example, if I value sustainability and then I put my money into like an investment account that's, putting it into fossil fuels or something, that for me doesn't feel in alignment. So I went through a massive process about a year ago where I cleaned up all of my money and I made sure that everything that my money was in alignment, and I had good reasons for everything. In saying that, sometimes people are like, oh, well, how far do I actually go with this? Because like, do I take all my money out the bank? Do I, stop putting investments? And firstly, this isn't financial advice. I have to say that legal thing. And secondly, there's also that piece of, it's your choice, right? At the end of the day, you have a choice. Like I know people who've decided that they don't want to have anything to do with banks because pretty much all the 4 major banks are investing in some kind of fossil fuels or some kind of project that they don't agree with. And so they've gone, well, I'm just going to go completely cash, and that's what they've chosen. And that's totally fine if that's what they choose to do. We live in a world where there are so many decisions that needs to be made every day. Where I personally sit with this is I do the best that I can. I do the best that I can, and then I weigh up all the options. And then if there's like a tiny little thing that it just becomes really, really difficult to do, I don't beat myself up about it. So like I do have money sitting in one of the 4 major bank accounts, but it's the better of the 4 because I went and researched them all. And so I picked the one that I really liked, and that's where I put my money, right? And it's about me being in alignment and me being comfortable with the choices as a result of getting educated. If I didn't know anything about any of the banks, and if I didn't know anything about where my superannuation was going, then I'd probably feel like I was a bit more ignorant. And I have definitely been in that boat. I have been in the ignorant boat for probably a very long time, and I had no idea what my money was even being used for. So I didn't know for years that my superannuation was putting money into projects that weren't in alignment with my values, until I actually went into my superannuation account and I looked at all the different categories. And then I found out that there was a little box that you could tick, and it had a sustainable green option. And if you tick that box and you select that option, then I know that all of my money is only going to go to projects that are sustainable, ethical, environmentally friendly. But if you don't know that that's a thing, then your money could just be sitting in some account and you have no idea where it's even going. So one piece of this is, that reminder of get yourself educated, and to be honest, Google is where I go for that. You can just look up all this stuff online. It's not like it's hidden. All these companies have to be transparent in where your money goes. So it's not like you have to go into some, secret archive somewhere and find it. You literally just have to go to the terms and conditions of the bank or of the superannuation, and you can find out very easily what your money's being used for. It just means you have to take the time to read it. To read the product disclosure statement and to read what it is that's actually in there, so that you can be more mindful of what it is. The other piece of this is the energetic part. And the energetic component of this is that when we're bringing in the silver frequency is the frequency of transcendence. So what I've been doing behind the scenes is I've been sitting with just the energy of my money, which is like, all the money that I have. And I've been sending out this silver energy into all of the money. And that's been through the inflow and the outflow. So that's the process I want to take you guys through today, so you can start to see what happens. Now, I need to give a massive disclaimer on today's process, because this particular process, as all the processes we do, actually works. And if you have money that is not in alignment, you could lose money. Like, I'm just going to straight up be like this, in the past, I've kept all the meditations focused on bringing in abundance and having more money. This is a clearing process, and a clearing process around money could potentially lead to you losing money if that money wasn't in alignment. So the choice you need to make is, are you ready to actually clean up your money? And if there was a possibility that some of your money could be released out of your field as a result of that, would you be okay with that? And if the answer is no, I will not be offended if you get off this and do not do this activation today. Okay? I have done this with myself, and as much as you can bring in money, you can equally let go of money. Having said that, when you let go of the money that's no longer in alignment, guess what it does? It creates space. And then that space allows for more money to come in that's vibrationally aligned. Does that make sense? So, I've done processes on myself in the past where before I've made large sums of money, I have lost large sums of money in order to clear the space for something new to come in. Yeah? That's the disclaimer. So sometimes processes are really smooth, and sometimes processes can, and not always. And you can choose to delete this from your reality if you don't want to experience this. You can, because remember, you're a conscious creator and you can do whatever you like. You can have the experience in this meditation that actually everything flows seamlessly and you don't lose any money and everything works out perfectly and you end up receiving lots of money and all your money gets magically cleaned up. That is equally a possibility, right? Depending on your model of the world and how you choose to do it. All I'm saying is there are options and there are possible ways that this could go. And sometimes, not all the time, sometimes when I do clearing processes, things need to leave my reality just before something new can come in. Do we understand that? Right. Personally, it has never been that detrimental for me. It's like I might go through a week where stuff will just shift and change and then everything comes in and everything's fine. So how well you can hold yourself in that transition is also a huge indicator of how that new manifestation comes in. And I know I've shared this other example a few times, like when people join Origin Activation, it is not unusual for people to suddenly like lose a job, lose a partner, like all this stuff starts to change. because there are things shifting. And so if that thing wasn't in alignment to begin with, if you want to keep it, keep it. I'm not making it right or wrong, right? It's your life at the end of the day. What I know from my experience is that sometimes there is the 3D time lag of that transition. So anytime we do a clearing process, if you are actually at that point in your life where you're ready to let things go, those things may be let go of. Yeah. And that's how it works sometimes, you know? So, yeah, with that said, let's do today's process. And you may find after today that your money in the coming days starts to clean itself up. And you may find that some actions need to get taken as a result of today's process so that your money can be in alignment with who you are, with your values, and what it is that you actually want to create on this planet. Cool, right? Great, let's do it. Alrighty. Let's begin by taking some deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling out. Just allow yourself a few moments to breathe in through the nose, exhaling out, allowing your body to completely relax. As you breathe into the body, allow yourself to enter a space of total relaxation. On your next in breath, bring your awareness to your heart center. Breathing in that beautiful white light into your heart. See that beautiful white light radiating out. Feel it through the body. As you breathe in, allow that light to expand out through each and every cell of your body. Just keep breathing until your whole body is filled with this white light, extending out past the body into your aura. On your next in-breath, breathe into your heart. Allow yourself to feel all the love that you can in your heart. And breathe that love from your heart down to the heart of Gaia. Feel that beautiful energy from Gaia flowing up from her heart to yours. Then breathe that love up through the crown, out to source. And allow that beautiful divine love to flow through you into your heart. Now on your next in-breath, start to see yourself in a ray of silver light, beautiful, sparkling silver light that's flowing down all around you. As you allow yourself to be bathed in the silver light, allow this frequency, the silver ray of transcendence, to move through each and every cell of your body, As you bathe in this silver light, imagine this silver light now going out through the body, through the room that you're in, expanding out through the whole house. Allowing the silver light to touch all the energy in the space and all the material things in your space. Notice this light going through the walls, through your furniture, through everything that you have purchased in your house, even the clothes that you're wearing are all being lifted in frequency through this silver ray. Now imagine that this silver light is making its way towards your wallet, and it's touching all of your cards, all of your coins, your notes, and then this silver light is flowing into your phone or your computer where you access your bank accounts. And imagine this silver light is going through every single transaction in your account, lifting the frequency of all the money that comes in and all the money that goes out. Everything that is going and coming through your account is now being lifted in frequency into the silver ray. All the money that flows through you, through your account, through the things that you buy and sell, are lifting in frequency into the silver ray of transcendence. As the energy of money that is connected to you lifts in frequency, allow that money to gently and effortlessly arrange itself into your life in a way that serves you. Allowing any distortion, corruption, negativity to be released and transcended from, so that all the money that is in any way connected to you lifts up into the highest frequency of love. As you allow all the money in your life to lift in frequency, allow yourself to become consciously aware if there are any energies that are currently connected to you that do not feel 100% in alignment. And if you choose, and only if you choose, you may opt to release that energy from your field. And doing so with total trust that all the money flow in your life will step into absolute providence in a way where everything that you desire is provided to you with the highest frequency of love. As we transcend the frequency of all the money, allow yourself now to also vibrate at this new frequency. In order for your money to vibrate at a higher level, your energy must also be vibrating at a higher level. Let us choose to release anything that may be present in your field at this time that is of a lower vibration of scarcity, lack, fear, anger, frustration. Any negatively charged emotions connected to money may now be released through the body, through the energy, through the mind, allowing the subconscious mind to also release any negative limiting beliefs about money. And once all of that has been released from your field, come back now for a few moments to just focusing on that silver light, that pure silver light that's flowing through you, flowing all around you. As you integrate this new frequency of money, one that is in the highest energy of love, transcending beyond all old limiting frequencies, energies, beliefs that were now in the past. We are now choosing a new frequency of total abundance, of complete, pure, unconditional love, remembering our wholeness within the flow of all that is, including money. So that everything that flows through you is of this new high vibration, where there is plenty to go around. There is always more than enough. And where money works with you for the highest intention, purpose of yourself, for your life, your purpose, your mission, and for all those around you. Just breathing that into the body, beautiful, bright, silver light, as everything within you lifts up into a higher vibration. Now, on your next in-breath, breathe that silver light through the body down through the feet, extending that silver light down into the earth as it flows through you and grounds itself into the earth grids, connecting in with all the trees, the plants, the animals, the crystals. Just noticing as you connect into nature how the flow shifts. The original frequency of money is a gifting. Money is gifted in nature. Things are gifted in nature. Experiences, energy is all gifted in the natural world. There is no system of exchange or accountability in the natural world. As you flow this silver energy through you, allow it to radiate out through the planet, so that all the money on this planet can lift up into a higher frequency of love, of gifting, of blessing, knowing that there is plenty for everyone. When you're ready, start to bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your heart, coming back to that beautiful white light where we started. As you take some deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling out, and gently coming back into the space. Taking a few moments to bring some movement into your fingers, your toes, coming back to your body, slowly coming back to the space. That was very powerful. So I'm curious to see how things shift for you guys in the coming days or even weeks for some of you. If you are watching the replay, a really good exercise is to just journal maybe like half a page on what your experience was, what you saw, what you felt. It's always good to, remind ourselves of what it is that we actually shift in these meditations so that we can just keep an eye on it for ourselves, but also to help us actually integrate the process. When it comes to releasing things, we don't always need to write down everything we release, but a lot of the time it's more helpful to write down the new insights. So if you received any new insights, if you integrated something different, if you achieved a state, like a state of maybe lightness or something that you haven't experienced before, when you take the time to talk about it or write about it, it just helps you to really integrate it in your body even further. It's a powerful process. I think with something like this, you'll probably just see the effects of it in the next few days. And one of the things that I really like the most about this practice is that when I do it, I look at all my money and then it just shows me if there's anything that's out of alignment, and then you get to make a choice, right? Like with anything, you get to make a choice. And I'm so big on this idea that we are empowered. There's nothing that's right. There's nothing that's wrong. You just make a choice. So if something feels out of alignment for you, you get to choose if you want to keep it or not. right? And if we would just stop judging ourselves on it and just start making choices, maybe, just maybe, we could just create the world that we want. You know what I mean? Just an idea. This idea of like lack, I don't understand it anymore. That was amazing, guys. All good? All right. I love you all. Lots of love to everybody. Bye, guys.